Hey, it's me. Welcome to Trump Mafia. I hope that everybody's having a great weekend. Now, I've always said that there's this retard rule or a psycho rule where you have many people that are ranting about Trump and lying about him without any shame, right? Just lying and lying. Many of these people have personal problems, they have emotional problems, their family. Maybe their career is not going so well. And then you have those politicians. Do you notice that it's all these failures? The Bushes, McCain, Romney, Marco Rubio, Lindsey Graham. They're the loudest voices. These people are jealous. And honestly, Mitt Romney, he's a liberal. He's a Democrat. John McCain, he's a Democrat. Lindsey Graham with his amnesty and all of that. He's a Democrat. The Bushes, they're Democrats. They're not conservative, but, like many people, they just brand themselves as Republicans, conservatives, and they're nothing of the sort. They're Democrats. They really are just Democrats. That's why they're exactly like Hillary Clinton. Now, it doesn't matter if on national security you have big mouth and, you're a war hawk. Or a neocon, that means you're conservative because you're really into the military. But it's kind of like a gimmick. It doesn't mean anything. Hillary's always talking about invading countries, and that doesn't make her a conservative at all. But it's one of those things that politicians do to play up against, some of these people that really do believe it. And you see the same with these little media people, even on YouTube. You have so-called conservatives, and suddenly they're acting like social justice warriors, shutting other people down, shutting chat rooms down. They don't even understand the First Amendment. It's there to protect speech that you really hate or disagree with. That's the meaning of free speech. It's not about free speech is okay as long as I agree with it or I'm not offended. So some of these so-called conservatives that are shutting down chat rooms of Nazis or whatnot, in essence, they're acting exactly like liberals, and that gives it away. But it's not only that. If you go in all these forums talking to liberals and you're pandering to them, you're waving a baby around, and I have all these towels that tell me that these people are hacks. And they're also there with a gimmick. When it comes down to it, they act like liberals. And many of them are scamming people out of their money. But be that as it may, when you really look at, the Romneys and the McCains of the world, we're talking about failures. People that are hacks. And so, of course, they're very jealous of somebody like President Donald J. Trump, because he's not only successful as a private person in a big way, he can also become president. And seemingly effortless, even though there was a lot of resistance. The guy just decided he's going to run for president, and when he won, he wasn't even fazed. It's like he expected it. Like, he puts in the work, and he does his 5D chess, and suddenly he's president. But he wasn't like, oh my god, I cannot believe it, like he won the Powerball, right? He's like, okay, let's get to work. And I was so impressed. I mean, this guy is really awesome. And it's about class, it's about having a good work ethic, and about having a strategy and a plan and tactics. Not just for a campaign, and then when you get in, you're a puppet for 8 years like Barack Obama. President Trump really ran to be president, but in a more important way, to actually do what he said in a campaign. It wasn't just things he said to get elected. Now, another tell from these little fake conservatives is that in 2015 and 2016, the most hardcore person on illegal immigration was President Trump. And I was really shocked to see all these websites, and they were never Trumpers. And now they're saying that they support Trump, but some of these people are just waiting for the chance to slam President Trump. Now, all these people that adore Steve Bannon are just fakes. It's just that they never really supported Donald Trump. Because Steve Bannon came on board after President Trump already got the nomination. The heavy lifting was done. It's not like Steve Bannon was always there as a muse or some kind of a genius behind the puppet, like David Axelrod in The Puppet Obama. And people are used to that, so they think it's with everyone. And they still see Donald Trump as a dummy or naive, or somebody can whisper in his ear and he will just do whatever they say. Like Ivanka says, "Daddy, I want you to be a globalist." He will just do it. And it's that attitude that tells me they're not real Trump supporters. That's why they get on and off the Trump train. Because those of us who really know Donald Trump know that he's not easily influenced. But then they really expect Steve Bannon to be there. And again, they assume that the president is a puppet and you need some guy there like Steve Bannon to whisper in the president's ear, "Do this, do that." And these are not the droids you're looking for. And President Trump will just do it like he's a puppet, right? And that's why these people, they don't really know Donald Trump. So if Steve Bannon leaves, they're like, "I don't like it, and President Trump is a globalist." And that's what they were saying even last year. I mean, if it's not really up to an election between Hillary and Trump, then they're not on board with Trump. They wanted Marco Rubio or Ted Cruz or Ron Paul or whoever. So we're not talking about real Trump supporters here, and that's why many of them are social justice warriors, and they'd rather talk with liberals on some forum and to get personal fame than to really support President Trump. And it irks me very much. But it's worse when you're talking about some of these fake Republicans or fake conservatives in Congress, or failed presidential candidates like Romney, John McCain, and failed presidents like the Bushes, and even Jeb Bush running to be president. I mean, this guy in like a week showed that he's dumb. I mean, this guy is really dumb. And I thought W. Bush wasn't really the brightest bulb in the Bush Christmas lights. Jeb Bush was even dumber. And that's hard to believe, right? And these are the people coming out criticizing President Trump and adding to the lies. Again, these people are lying and lying and lying, and they know they're lying and lying and lying, and they continue to lie. So what kind of people are we talking about? They're liars, they're dishonest, they have too much pride, they have envy, they're jealous. And many of them, their career isn't going well, and they're taking it out on Trump. So really, what kind of people are we talking about? You go down the list, and almost everyone that criticizes President Trump turns out to be a massive loser of some kind, or a jealous prick.